Hello, dear students. Let us see GATE 2012 question asked on SQL. Now we are given table A, table B, and one more table given is C. And the question asked is consider the above tables ABC. Now how many tuples, that is rows, how many rows does the result of the following SQL query contains? So we are given a query in SQL. Now this is easily a nested query, isn't it? You can see that there is a inner query over here or nested query. Now any rule of expression, whatever it is, mathematical expression or SQL expression, you know that brackets are solved first. So before you see anything in the outer query, as in this example, it is better that you see the inner query and you solve it. Now the inner query is select, observe. And whenever you execute select statement, it always returns a new table. Check my words. It always returns a temporary table containing rows of that particular select statement. So what is this select statement saying? Is select, just check, select b dot age from B. So there is a table B, isn't it? And what are we selecting from that table B? Now this is the table B. Okay, although it is out of screen, this is table B. And what are we selecting from table B? You see that we are selecting age. Check this. We are selecting this age column. Okay, but there is a condition where b dot name is equal to Arun. Strange. You see that in this table under name column there does not exist Arun. Then which age will be selected? Which age? None, isn't it? Because we have said that select age from B where name is equal to Arun. But as this where condition is false for all the rows, none of the age is selected. What that means is, please try to understand that the inner query returns nothing. You can say that the inner query returns empty table. I hope you are understanding. Just check if there was Arun in this table B, let's say some number 100 and the age is let's say 21, then b dot age selected will be 21. So this will be just one row table containing one row, temporary table, but it will contain an entry. But as there does not exist any entry for name Arun, this inner query will return empty relation or empty table. Is that clear? Isn't it? So what is the outer query now? The outer query says select a dot id. Check that we have a table A in which there is a ID column. Okay, so we have to select these IDs. But what's the condition? Select a dot id from A, from table A, where a dot age. Just check the table A also has age. Okay, select ID from A where a dot age is greater than, check, is greater than all the entries which were returned from the inner query. But hello, inner query returned empty relation, empty table. We can say it returned null. In DBMS, nothing means null. It returned null. Now you tell me, whenever you compare any age from A and you ask, is that age, let's say some age is 21, you ask, is that age greater than all the ages, all the age containing in the inner relation, but the inner relation is empty. What that means is 21 is definitely greater than all the ages in the inner relation, isn't it? In fact, when the outer query will run, it runs row by row. It will take the first row and ask, is this age greater than all the entries returned in the inner relation, but the inner relation is null, then that means 60 is greater than all. So this first row, first ID 12 will be selected. Then it will check the second row. That's how outer query runs for table A. And it will ask, is this age 24 greater than all the entries which were returned by the inner relation, but the inner relation is null. And 24 is definitely greater than the empty set. So even 15 will be selected, 15 and 99, same reasoning we can give. All three entries of table A will be selected. So what you understand over here, please try to understand, is three tuples will be selected. So the answer to this question is B, isn't it? B is the answer. Okay, let's revise this. Suppose instead of Arun in the inner query, we had something like Rohit. Let's say Rohit. Now, how will the inner query run? You know, inner query has is been bracketed. Inner query will run first. It will return all the ages whose name is Rohit from table B. Now, in the table B, you observe there are two Rohits. Then both these ages will be returned. What that means is the inner query. Now, the inner query is a temporary table which contains two entries. And I think the two entries are the age of two Rohits that we are having, 20 and 11, isn't it? 20 and 11. Now, once the inner query completes, this is the turn of the outer query. It says, look into table A and look for those IDs, select only those IDs where age of that particular row is greater than all the ages in the inner query. So if you take this 20 and 11, the inner query result, if you take the first row, we ask, is this age, that is A dot age, isn't it? A dot age greater than all, and what is that all? 20 and 11. And of course, 60 is greater than all the entries over here. So 12 will be selected, the ID column. When it goes to the next row, 24 is checked with all, and all here is 2011, and 24 is greater, so 15 is selected. But when it comes to third row, 99, 11, the A dot age greater than all is false. It's not greater than all the entries. So Rohit, that is 11, won't be selected. This 99 won't be selected. In that case, the number of tuples selected will be 2, isn't it? In that case, the answer would have been 2. But because the inner query returned nothing, there was no Arun, correct? There was no entry for Arun. This inner query returned empty relation or null, then all the ages were definitely greater than everything in the inner query. Hence, all three tuples, all three IDs of relation A were selected. Hence, the answer is B. I hope you have understood how nested query worked over here. Thank you very much.